Yeah, sure, no problem. Thank you, Radhika ma'am.
Hello, Masters. Welcome to day 19. I'm sure you are all enjoying the session as much as I am. Today's topic is PSSM history, and which will be conducted by Radhika ma'am. So as you all know, first 30 minutes we will be doing meditations, and after that, Radhika ma'am will take the session and question answers afterwards. So please sit comfortably in meditation and happy meditation.
Thank you, Namita. I request everyone to sit comfortably. Simply loosen your shoulders. If you're feeling any tightness in your jaws, simply let go of it. Your body shouldn't be stiff. There shouldn't be any tightness around. Just be comfortable and become one with your breath. Merely observing it, how it is coming in and how it is going out. Become grounded in all that you are and all that is. Simply being one with your gentle, natural, beautiful breath. Let go of all the thoughts that do not serve you. Feel the power of your breath and completely be grounded in this energy. And so it is. Stay with your natural, gentle, easy breath. Each breath in, you're diving in deeper to your soul, to the universe within, expanding your consciousness to everything above, everything below, taking you on a journey to the beyond, a beyond where everything is accepted, everything is abundant, and everything vibrates only and only on love. Feel your body, your DNA recalibrating to this energy, completely sinking in with all that there is. Just be with your natural breath, simply seeing how it is coming in and how it is going out, cleansing every part of your body, every cell of your body, from inside and out. And so it is. with each breath in, and the cosmic light filling up your soul completely, wholly, in all its parts, in this dimension, in all other dimension, in this timeline, and all other timelines. Your heart is opening completely, grounded with Mother Earth. Grounded with Mother Nature. There is absolutely no difference that you can feel with the universe and you. With each breath out, you're releasing all the negativity, worrisome thoughts, all the unnecessary chatter out of your body. Feel the toxins going out of your body with the breath. Your natural, gentle, beautiful breath. Last 5 minutes, do not open your eyes, just be with your breath. Few more minutes of diving deeper, healing yourself completely with your breath. Your true guru, your mentor and your best friend. And so it is. Just be with your natural, gentle, beautiful breath and do not open your eyes until I say so. Completely recalibrate your body, your senses, your system with all that there is. And so it is. Last 10 seconds. Do not open your eyes and simply let this energy recalibrate with your body. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently place your hands, your palms on your eyes without rubbing your hands. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Gently open your eyes when you're ready. And very, very grateful for this beautiful session. I would like everyone to applaud for themselves for this amazing meditation, for being completely in sync with the group today. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And we are almost coming to a close for our 21 Reinvent, for 21 days Reinvent program for Australia. It's a huge success for how diligently everyone has been here together doing it, sailing this boat, sailing this, navigating it through ups and downs, through technical issues, through all the challenges, and yet smiling always, completely proving that how we are truly a PSSM family and we're all masters of the great divine pyramid that connects all of us. Today, the topic is pretty amazing and it's very, very close to my heart as well. It is PSSM history, how it all began and how we are sitting here together, all of us in this one big circle. So without further ado, let me share my screen. Just allow me a moment, please. Just a moment. While I'm getting all of this ready, so if someone wants to sip water, take a relaxing breath, you can do that. Meanwhile, I begin with the presentation for today. Yeah, sure. I hope my screen is visible to all.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am,
Just a
it
minute.
is.
Yeah. Okay. Something is happening. Just give me a second. Trust for the technology to fail at all times when something of high intensity needs to be shared. It's like every time story. Nothing new about this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Somehow I'm not able to see anyone or see myself either. So I don't know why that is happening though. Okay.
Ma'am, can you please try now?
Sorry.
Can you please try now? Now you can see the difference.
No, I don't know. Something is happening. I'm not
Okay,
able
ma'am,
to.
just try one more time. Stop sharing and then do it again.
Just a moment. I think there is something wrong with Zoom, as always. Not a new thing for me. Anyway, it's okay. Let me start. When I stop sharing, I stop sharing. My screen is visible to all. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, if I'm audible, you can see me, that's all we need right now. So here we go. PSSM history. So how it all started with this dynamic man you can see right here on the screen, Mr. Subhash Patri. So he was introduced to Anapanasati meditation in the early 1970s. All can read here what is written. He had a walk-in experience in 1979. He then got trained by different masters and gurus, and he is a voracious reader. He's read over thousands of books on spiritual science, realized his mission of spreading this message of meditation to the masses, created the Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement in 1990, and he would travel 365 days by road, flight, whatever means available to him, to reach every community, rich, poor, whatever it is, to spread the message since 1990 free of charge. And now that this is done and stated, let me share something. This great, amazing, beautiful person out here. Mm. I have a small request. If the co-host or the host can mute all participants for some time and not allow them to unmute so that we do not have any disturbances while I'm speaking, that would be pretty helpful. Can we do that, please?
Done,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay. So it is not just a story of a man, being there, doing something just for the sake of it. When he started this journey, he knew that he was getting into something which was bigger than him being born on earth. It was bigger than him. It was bigger than the family. It was bigger than all that he knew since he was a child. And as to say, he definitely felt that he was not like he would say that he was a normal kid, but the kind of habits that he had inculcated as a child of reading books. He was merely 8 years old when he had read one of the biggest masterpieces in Telugu. He had started reading Shakespeare, and he also read Mahatma Gandhi, one of the Mahatma Gandhi's book, while he was 8 or 9 years old, and that is saying something. So he was pretty much an amazing guy with very normal background. So how it all began? He had come into the spiritual side of life pretty early on. He had just started his new job in 1972 with Coromandel Fertilizers. And he met one of the friends there. One of his colleagues actually got him introduced to meditation while they were both working together. So he had a quest. That man, he was suffering chronically with back issues. And on his quest to getting his back cured, one fine day, while he was coming back from one of the hospitals back in Chennai, I think, yes, it was Chennai or some place. He was on a bus and he met a person, random person who's sitting next to his seat, and he says, are you suffering from some, chronic issues? And he was a little frustrated, like, what do you know about my life? What are you saying? And he's like, I just, I saw you and I felt there was some discomfort in your body. And he got little amazed and he asked that man on the bus that, okay, how do you know this? He's like, I could get it in the vibe and I will tell you a trick. And if you do it, you might feel that, you get a cure. And he was like, okay, Swamis, you tell me what I can do. And then he gave him some instruction of how to meditate by sitting up in the night. So he goes home and surprisingly, his family was traveling somewhere. So whole night he sat for meditation, and very magically the next day he had very, very less pain. And happily he calls Patriji and he's saying, oh, hey, Subhash, this happened. And, I'm feeling very good right now. So meanwhile, because sir was a very, very avid reader and he goes like, okay, that's great. And he was like if his colleague was like a physical doer, if he was someone who was physically practicing something, Patriji was his eyes and his mind through the books he was reading. So he read more, he researched more, and then he told him that, okay, this was happening to your body. This is why you could see what you could say, and this is the effects of what is happening. So this is one of the stories which was somewhere, it made him interested in, okay, what is happening now. And it was in 1979 that he had a walk-in experience. Again, it is a very interesting story. So many would be thinking that what is a walk-in? So walk-in is a process wherein the actual soul leaves the body, wherein the other higher soul who has a bigger purpose is given permission to enter that body. And this is a soul contract that happens between the born-in soul and the walk-in soul. Now, born-in soul is, so for example, if Radhika is born with a certain soul, at certain age, she decides, okay, there would be a walk-in and she will leave this body. So this is like a conscious exchange, a contract that has been made between this soul and that soul who's going to enter at one point in time. So that contractual thing had been decided by him, by Subhash himself, who was born in a particular year, that in 1979, there will be a bus accident, which would be very trivial. Nobody would get hurt, but that operation will take place and the soul will be exchanged. Now, I understand that many of you would be like sitting with eyes like to open, okay, what is she really talking about? But this is something beautifully written by Ruth Montgomery, and she's a beautiful writer. The book's name is Strangers Amongst Us. So I can type it on the chat for you guys. It is called Strangers Among Us. This is the book's name by Ruth. She had done a lot of research on what was happening, how things happened. So she would talk about the past lives, the present life in between life, the soul contracts, how it would happen. So all the information is there. And it was only in retrospect that Patriji got to know what had happened with him, because he had started feeling a great change since 1979 when that incident took place. There is a lot of story which is out of the scope of this half an hour that I'm gonna get with you guys. So this is the background of how it began with him, this journey. And after this walk-in, he knew that something was completely different with him and the things are going to now change for him. And after this, when he was ready, things kept happening. So it is rightly said that when the student is ready, the teacher begins to appear. And that is how the teacher appeared. For him, Sadanand Yogi happened during the 1980s. He met him, and then a lot of progress happened on his spiritual journey. He bloomed like a beautiful flower. He was already teaching meditation to people since a long time, but it was officially in 1990 that he started taking meditation sessions with the name Pyramid Spiritual Societies. So it was initially not registered as spiritual societies movement. It was just the pyramid societies where people were coming in and meditating. It was officially like not after 92. It was in 92 that there was an official registration done and the organization was set up. And it was also in 92 that he left his job and decided to take this life head on, where he wanted to be of service to people, to Mother Earth, and he wanted to teach meditation for free. And as far as he went, people kept coming in and began to join him on his journey. So this was a very short and crisp tale about Mr. Patri. Now going to our next slide. This was the first pyramid, Buddha Pyramid Meditation Center, which was found in Kurnool, and the first ever name that was given to the society was Kurnool Spiritual Societies. Basically, that is how it started. It was in 1990, and 1991 this meditation center was constructed. And in 1992, we know of what we know as PSSM today. It is a 30 by 30 feet beautiful meditation center. If you can see the structure here, when you enter, so it's like you go down from here. I've physically been to this place. It's an amazing, amazing experience. Very lush green. It's a small town, very quiet. There is no halla balla. There is nothing. There is no chan map of a city like how usually there is. So you walk down this place, then there is this whole part is the King's Chamber. I think around, yes, it's a capacity of 300 people, but on the top, that's a King's Chamber. I think 30 to, yeah, around 30 people can sit there. Fortunately for me, I was just one another person was there. On the middle, there were some crystals installed. And when I meditated there, I simply felt a very divine feminine energy out there. It was complete silence, pitch black, even in my ears. It was like I was completely tuned out from the whole world. And then you get to know that it is not the size of the pyramid, but the work that has been done in the pyramid, the energy that has been created in the pyramid, that works for the whole mass. Initially, so much meditation used to happen here. All the experiments, spiritual experiments that sir conducted after reading so many books used to happen here. So that energy remains. So this is the most beautiful energy to experience if you're in India. Please must visit pyramid. You can always connect to the right people to give you directions how to be here and how to reach out. Going to our next slide. So the aim of this man was to reach smallest of corners, to reach the schools, reach the masses, and that is how a beautiful society came to be. After that one pyramid, it was like there was a huge, okay, I'm getting messages I won't be able to see. Oh, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Kalpana. So this is like a small collage of a bigger vision that this man had, this beautiful, amazing human being who did not think anything about himself or his family. He just wanted to serve the society, which came with his own advantages and disadvantages, of course. But today, that we sit here is because of him, because he had a vision and he made sure he wanted to achieve that. And we have today, so much of work has been done through PSSM, all the pyramids that have been constructed. And as we go further, I want to say this, that more than 25,000, I think today the counting is around 30,000. 30,000 pyramids have just been constructed across India and the world, of course. There's so many pyramids that are being constructed every day. As we speak, there is someone thinking about getting a pyramid constructed on their rooftop, basically. So many homes have pyramids. Some people are actually making pyramid home for themselves. So that is the energy of the pyramid that has reached far and wide. So this was the turning point for this beautiful man. That was The Secret Power of Pyramids by Bill Schull and Ed Petit. They are amazing researchers, beautiful authors who wrote this book. So if you can read the quote, pyramid assists us in healing, in preservation, and going into deep states of meditation. The quality of whatever we do inside the pyramid is enhanced 3 times more. And knowing that, we've already covered pyramid energy, or if not, I'm not really sure. I think Pari would have covered pyramid energy by now. So we know that how this energy can be enhanced, how can we tune into this energy to literally heal our bodies and to be in a state of complete meditative silence as long as we want to. A lot of research has been done on pyramids. Very acute or very deadly diseases have been cured, including autoimmune diseases. Some people do have, the records of completely curing or at least controlling some of the repercussions or some of the side effects of whatever they were going through. The beautiful part of being a part of the pyramid societies is that you stop thinking negatively, you start thinking to think miraculously, wherein people would say that it is not a disease, it is a dis-ease. There is a dis plus ease. There's like two words conjoined to make one word. So there is only discomfort, which can be cured with the beautiful self-healing power of our body through meditation. Just with being one with our breath, we can do that. So this was the turning point for him. He read this book around 1979, and as he kept growing on, and as the things I shared before, that is how he understood in retrospect what was happening to his body. And then he was redirected to roots. So he was such an avid reader that he would find something or the other. He would get attracted to the right books, as if there was an unseen power walking beside him, making him see the right things, making him walk on the right direction, because he had to do a great, great, great job. Effects of pyramid meditation. It's a stress buster. It's healing. There are out of body experiences. There is third eye activation. There is experience of feelings that is ranging from calmness to extreme euphoria during a meditation, or there would also be extreme emotions literally going out of your body, and it raises your vibration to a point wherein after 41 days, if you meditate for 41 days, there's a beautiful science behind it. For 21 days you are coming out of a habit, you are cracking a habit, you're literally uprooting a habit which does not suit you. For the next 19 days you are instilling a new habit. You are going into a new habit, which makes a cycle of 40 days. So if you meditate for 40 days under a pyramid, you will see miraculous benefits of it. It has been researched, it is scientifically backed. So many people have written about it. There is Bill Petit, there is Joseph Marcello, there is Dr. G. There are a lot of people. So Dr. G is basically Greg Nielsen, who's written amazing books on pyramid power. There is so much research done on Russian pyramids as well. There is amazing, there are like so many things that a pyramid can do. And that is why Patriji decided that pyramids need to be here when we meditate. So this was something which we did extra, which nobody ever thought about. That was, or even if they were doing it, they never really shared it with the world. So it was his job, it was Patriji's job to basically get into the nitty-gritties of this science and get it done for the society. And he did it, absolutely. This is the second pyramid, which is in Urvakonda. You can read it here. It was built in the year 1996, and it is a 38 feet by 38 feet pyramid, and 50 people can sit here. It is this beautiful pyramid right here. This is the entrance. The third pyramid is in Anantapur. It was constructed in 2003 and has a capacity of 400 people. It is also a very beautiful pyramid. Whoever has visited here have amazing stories to share about this pyramid too. And now we come to a very beautiful mega pyramid, that is Pyramid Valley, that is situated in Bangalore. Around 5,000 people, 6,000 people almost can sit here. It's a huge, huge campus. It's like a whole city in itself. It is located on the outskirts of Bangalore. I've had the privilege of being there for more than 2 times, and it's the same with the other mega pyramid, which is in Kartal. The energies here for this place is indescribable. I mean, if I have to give a human account of this, I don't think so I can express beautifully in words what you feel when you're here. The calmness, and sometimes the emotions are very extreme. You will feel rage, you will feel anger, you will feel hatred, and then you realize, in the back of your mind, in the retrospect of understanding the life as it is, you understand, okay, this is the power of a pyramid. It is literally enhancing literally amplifying, because pyramids are known to amplify. It is amplifying everything of who you are right now in this moment, telling you to take a step back and think from what place you are coming. So pyramids have that power as well, only if you have the awareness to understand. So with this, we come to the video of this place, which I would love to play for all of you. Don't tell me it is not going to play again. And I hate this. Okay, just give me a moment, guys. Allow me a moment, please. Okay, let me put it on YouTube. That is the best we can do right now, because it's important we watch this video. So this is the place where the Annadan happens every day. Every day people come and eat here. It's a service-oriented place. Thank you. That's a long video, so I just wanted to want you guys to see, like, have a look at the place. I will share, so all the videos that I'm going to be showing today, I'll share all the links so that you can see it in your own time and check out all the places that we are sharing. and I'll go back to, I might take a little more time today than we usually take, because it's like one of the last few classes that we're doing, and it's absolutely important that we share what we have to. I hope that's not a problem. Thank you, Namita, for nodding your head in a positive. Thank you so much. And now to the second mega pyramid, which is in Kartal. Many of you have this background already. This is where every year the beautiful DMC takes place, that is Dhyan Mahachakram, which is also now known as Patriji Yagam. Post his vacating the body, there is a beautiful samadhi that has been constructed in this place. It's one of the highest energy centers, and it was not long back when Patriji announced that this is going to be one mega energy point for the whole world, where in fact we might have a contact with a lot of extraterrestrials or the other worlds. So this is one high energy center, and everyone should visit. Every year from 21st to 31st December, there is a 10-day program that happens every year without fail. It happens, and people from all across the world, all across all the walks of life, they come here and they attend that program. It has a capacity not of only 6,000, but around 7,000 people. And in fact, during that time, it's like maybe more than 8,000 people are, inside one place. So it's that jam-packed. There's a beautiful, it's a beautiful campus. Again, very raw, and it is still under construction. It's been many years that, things are happening still. Valley, while is still fully done and constructed, this place is still yet under construction, but the energy is just amazing. And this is the exact place where there are also crystal mountains outside, which was by the order of Patriji. No mining has been done, just because it is very near the whole land is, it basically belongs to this place, I think so, and that is why no mining is being done there. And people go there to meditate. It's a beautiful energy center too. This is a experience sharing by one of the masters who has literally seen her life change. I can definitely share it with everyone, and you can read it later. Now, meditation through PSSM has reached schools, to small towns, to big institutions. Patriji himself has traveled to many institutions to take meditation sessions. There have been amazing vegetarian rallies that have taken place to get across the message why it is important to live a conscious life. Until he was breathing in this human suit, he made sure that any and all the rallies that were happening, he could be a part of it, that he could tell people how important it was to be a vegetarian. And now we say more, not just vegetarian, but be, living in a conscious, harmonious lifestyle, wherein using products which are cruelty-free, which do not have animal testing, there is no animal product, no harm is done to a living, conscious, beating heart. So this was his message to the masses, and that is why these rallies keep happening. In fact, some rallies have happened just, I think, in the past 2 days. Like one part of it. And these are a few of the pyramids which we could share here. Some pyramids across India. There are many more coming across the globe. This is a timeline from 1984 until 2014. This map is still under construction, and it has been under construction for some time because so much has been achieved in a very little time. So this is yet to come. But yeah, there's like a whole timeline of when it started, from first group in Hyderabad to visits to Spain. And now there have been so many. There is China. I mean, across the globe, I think there are around, around 8 to 9 countries or more maybe have become a part. So there's a huge air of PSSM going to different parts of the world. This is some of the literature which has been published by PSSM. There is more coming, including Patrichi's biography, not autobiography. His biography is also coming very soon. This is a map of where we can find PSSM. I think within 2 years, we will have a newer map of this place. So this is whole of India. There are more coming. This is whole of the globe. And we will be covering this whole part with the pyramids very, very soon. As to PMC Media Channel, this is one of the greatest initiatives taken up by PSSM Masters, backed up completely by Patriji, of which 2 channels, which is PMC Hindi and PMC Telugu, which is also known as PMC Online TV, which is this PMC Meditation channel. They have gone satellite, so they are reaching more than, I mean, if the total numbers from both the channels are to be taken, I think around 10 crore homes are actually in India itself are watching these channels. Across the globe, I think it is more than more people who are watching this across the globe through YouTube, through satellite channel. So the aim of this PMC Media Channel, which is Pyramid Meditation Channel, is to spread the truth, spread the 18 principles, spread the meditation, spread the 5 principles, spread about conscious living. This is the only aim, to spread the truth. And that is why lot of help, huge help is needed by all of you guys. With actually the whole world needs to, come join in and contribute, donate in whatever way they can, through money, energy, time, volunteering, however you can be a part of this. And with this, we will end the last video. Thank you so much for being there through and through. That video is something that always gets most of us emotion, which is like, it has a lot of energy. It has a lot of him, of who he was, what he has done, and what it was meant for, like what we are meant to do. It's like and as the video ends, it says it's the beginning. It is truly a beginning, because a lot of people thought that when he passed on to the other realm, to the actual place that he belongs to, people thought, this was the end, but actually it was the beginning, because he was not then limited by the body. He was then accessible to all To all who have not met him in person or couldn't get a chance to meet him in person or spend time with him, we can connect with him through the meditation. We can get messages as we want to. We can be where we want to be. And now, I definitely have a very different perspective to the PSSM history. I'm sure that if someone else was taking this subject, would have brought in different other aspects to it. But this is me, and this is what I bring to the forum, to the plate for everyone. So my only huge request to all of you is that PSSM only works on the 18 principles set by Patriji. 18 principles for the group consciousness and 13 principles, which are family principles, which are completely out there on PSSM movement.org. So you can definitely go there and check out those principles. I would repeat this. I haven't maybe shared this before, but let me say this out to you. If any place, anytime, anywhere you feel that those 18 principles are not being fulfilled, please question. If you get a satisfying answer, great. If you don't, please just run away from that place. Like literally run away. You do not need to be there. You do not have to be there, because for me, I know and I can vouch for him. I can vouch for all the volunteers who are dedicatedly here. In fact, for the PSSM Australia team who has been diligently working behind the scenes, no one will ever ask you for a single penny to get into meditation or to meditate. Other than meditation, if somebody is providing any services, that is beyond the scope of PSSM. That energy exchange is completely not in the scope of PSSM. But for meditation, no one asks for a single penny. It is only a donation basis model wherein you come and give however much you can give. People have given lakhs and crores of rupees also, because they could give the monetary help. So they did that. Whoever could give physical help, they came in, they volunteered. Who could give research help, they have been researching. Who could do something else, they have been doing that. So everybody volunteers or give energy, time, monetary, anything, whatever. That is how PSSM model works. So with this, I will put a pause, because I think no many hours are enough to share about this man, about the family that we belong to, that I belong to. I'm very, very fortunate to be given the opportunity to share about it. So the forum is open. If there are any questions, please come forward and ask. If you want to share anything, you can do that too. It can be related to today's class or any other class we have had in the 21 days. You are free to ask any question, please. There we have only, I think, we have 17 minutes with us. You can ask questions.
Thank you so
Sorry,
much,
my
ma'am. Wonderful session. Beautiful session. And it's good to know all the history and how it's all started. You feel more connected, obviously, because you are part of the organization, but then you know the beginning and how it's progressing. Now I want to visit one of the pyramids in India. I don't know when, but I definitely want to go. If anybody have any questions, please raise your hand so we can start taking one by one. But in the meantime, ma'am, so when you said walk-in for Patri sir, do we know what sort of soul walk-in, or is a different topic?
So,
and we should be
that is why I
discussing?
said it's very important to read that book, because I knew the moment I will share that, I will be bombarded with questions regarding that. So, yes, the soul knows what kind of soul is going to come in, but not before the process within the body begins, that now the soul will leave. So definitely he did not know since his childhood that something of that sort's going to happen, because even if he was aware internally, it was never there out in the open for him it will happen. It was only during the last, I think, few years when he started, I think, began to see some changes. In fact, even after that accident, when it happened, when his bus toppled down and that walk-in happened, he did not get to know something has happened. Again, when his book is out and when you will read that, only in the retrospect, he could know that, okay, something of that sort happened with him. So there are in greater details. It is in Stranger Among Us. So, and sir would say, everybody should read Stranger Among Us. Every PSSM master should read Stranger Among Us. And he also stated, it's a very big, comment by him, that 80% of all PSSM masters are a walk-in. And when we heard that, because it was few of us sitting with him, and our mind was just like, huh? What? And literally, it's like computer 404 error, brain not working. What are you even saying? Because imagine for a normal person to even decipher, okay, this is, oh, I have a relation, I have my mom, I have my dad, I have my siblings and whatever, and suddenly you will not relate to them. You will be in a different, and it takes so much time for your brain to process that. If you are a walk-in, then how have you been breathing? What is happening? And that is why it is must to read the author who researched about it and to get into the nitty-gritties so that all of these questions settle down. For him, he never left his familial duties. He was always there as a husband, as a father, not really in the social or the conventional ways, but he never left his family. And that is something that has always been discerned by Swarnamala ma'am as well. And she'll proudly say, at least he did not leave me, He did not wear the orange clothes and went to the Himalayas to meditate. He was always there. He was there as a father. He was there as a husband. So that is where he also came with the middle path. That in his soul journey, he knew that he had to be in a very, very normal lifestyle to spread the message that meditation is not something outside or external. It is something that you're here to experience. So you are already, and that is how he came to this conclusion that you are a spiritual being. And he have read many authors to say this, but you are here to experience the human form. You're not a human body here to take esoteric or spiritual experiences. You're already that. So you have to remember who you are. You have to remember that you are that greater power who's here to, bleed, cry, think, and become crazy. Oh my God, why am I even here? And when the feeling comes, okay, I do not belong to this place. My home is far off. Then remember, it is your actual home calling you. Sometimes you feel dissociation because of course, you are not of this planet. Most of us are not of this planet. We came here to raise the vibration. We came here for the great world. So, and that is why he said, and I say it too, we come here, we do our part, and we depart. I hope I answered your question. I know it went long, but yeah.
No, ma'am, I will wait for the book to come and then we read in detail.
Yes, it will be out soon. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Namita. Is there anyone else who wants to speak? Okay, I see some questions on the chat. Let me pick one from here. Okay. What would be the formalities to Okay, what would be the formalities to complete if you wish to go for service at a pyramid center? Can we talk? Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a number here for everyone. It is for India people. For Australia, please connect with the Australia admin team. But for India, I'm going to write PMC Hindi number. Just a moment. So this is PMC Hindi number. You can contact on this number. You can take details of the nearest pyramid around your house, or at least they will share a number or they will redirect you to the right person, to the right group. So this is the number. I would not have PMC Telugu number with me right now. I would have to hunt the website. But if you ask them, if somebody is living in the South Indian region, you can also ask them to give you the correct number for PMC Telugu and they will connect to the right people. So this is number for PMC Hindi.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. So all these questions of the right center, how to book, what to do will be given. But just to say, there is no booking that needs to be done. Most of the centers are working during certain times of the day. It is open all the days, 365 days in the year. But there are definitely timings if it is at somebody's house. For example, in Delhi, Parinirvan Pyramid that I was recently talking about, which is taken care of by the Shastri family, Alekhya, you've all met. So Alekhya's family run that pyramid center. Vasantha auntie takes care of that place. So the timings are in the morning, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and in the evening, it is from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Every day of the week. It is never closed until unless the whole family is traveling somewhere. So they put up a board. So it's just an example. So every place would be different. So you can definitely get in touch with the right people and get in connect as to what needs to be done. Okay. Yes, you can buy a pyramid for personal use. I will share the link. So what I'll do is after the class, if there is, I will share the link or the number of the people. Yes, it is, the pyramid is named as Parinirvan, but if you search it as Pyramid Meditation Center, Delhi, you will be redirected to that place. And I can share number for Vasanta Shastri if somebody is interested to visit the place. But you will have to come through the right channel. I cannot share the number here on a public forum. So if somebody is really willing to visit, you can also find the page on on Facebook. You can directly message there, Pyramid Meditation Center, Delhi. You can directly message there and right people will connect there as well. So if we are done with understanding how to get to the pyramids, if there is any other question, we can definitely take it right now. You can raise your hand and we can take that question or anything if you want to share. That is,
No,
I think last few are left.
I don't think so. There's any questions. Pretty satisfied information. And oh, Payal, do you have one?
Yes, Payal.
Ma'am, just funny question, but is pyramid is the geometry of pyramid, related to the temples that we have that makes the difference or no?
No. This was the question we also asked sir once. So he said that temples definitely have a positive energy center. Some temples would have a very geometric significance, but not every temple would be concurrent to a pyramid's geometric angle. So for a pyramid, the angle that we follow, which is also equivalent to that of Pyramid of Giza, which is 51 minutes, 51 seconds, and 51 degrees. 51 degrees, 51 minutes, 51 seconds. That is the exact angle of the pyramids that we follow. That is the structure. You can make those pyramids with the correct angles at your home as well. There are many YouTube videos of PMC that you can do it. The correct angle of paper pyramid can be constructed and you can find the benefits of it. You can also buy it online. In Delhi or all over India, there are people who actually sell pyramids. You just have to call them and get it done. So we will share the number as we usually do. So what I'll do is I'm going to share the number on the group and then the right people can share it with whoever is requesting for the pyramids. So you can just check out the website or the correct information and get through it. So yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I didn't want to have any kind of doubt in the mind, so I asked. So
correct. You should. It's a good question actually, because a lot of people have this in their mind if temples are also concurrent to a pyramid. That's not true. Yes, they have a triangular. Any temple for that matter, you will always see that there is a tuning point up there, even for a mosque or a church for that matter. They will always have a point wherein you will feel that the energy is coming. So yes, there are energy centers, but not the geometry would differ from that of a pyramid, of course. Thank you so much, Payal. Yes, Kanchanji.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Wonderful session. Yeah, as
Thank
Namita
you.
mentioned, now not many questions get answered by you. And the most interesting one, it's still we are waiting for the book. I just wanted to share my own experience. Like last year when I was in the Kartal Pyramid, I meditated there only almost for the 2.5 hours. And I was not aware that how long I have spent in the meditation center that time in the pyramid. My family people, they has to come and take me back. Okay, we are looking for you. And one more pyramid, ma'am, you have shown that's with the colors, right?
Anantapur pyramid, yeah.
Yeah. So with that pyramid, once we were doing some of the activity, like the sessions with Dr. GK, and we sat in the meditation, and that time I had seen the same pyramid. And maybe I was wandering around, everybody was going inside, and I was standing outside and watching that, okay, people are going inside.
Wow. So that was in your meditation, that was experience you got?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. So maybe
After that,
Anantapur
like,
is calling you to visit.
sorry, ma'am.
Maybe Anantapur is calling you. You should visit that pyramid then.
Yeah, ma'am, keeping this intention that next time, whenever visiting India, I will be there. And after this, like, sir asked me to, okay, just bring your services for the pyramids purpose. And there were few of the pyramids which need to be being addressed for the financial support. And here the team in Australia, we just collectively supported on that part. But yes,
Wow.
I have to visit that part, that pyramid
Beautiful.
particularly.
I think the pyramid will be waiting for you to come there.
Surely, ma'am. Now I will, because earlier I had seen that pyramid only. I was not aware where it is. But yes, Pari ma'am has taken the session on that day. I had seen the picture. I think that was having one more specialty, that it was being the women empowerment. Like everybody was, that whole project was being managed by women only.
Yeah.
So yes,
That is Mahila. So Dhyanma Chakram is now known as MDMC. That is Mahila Dhyanma Chakram. It was around 2019, I think, 2018, 2019, when Patriji announced that the whole fraternity will now be women-led. So for the past so many years, the whole Dhyanma Chakram has been run and done by women. They take care of how the food will be, how the tents would be put, what will happen on the stage. Of course, there are teams dedicated, but major decisions are done by women, at least as much as it can be. So yeah, it was not only his will and wish, but intention of a lot of masses that reached him. And he always said that a woman can make or break anything. Women are that powerful. And he would give the example of how it was not Shiv. It was not Parvati who had to go to Shiv to experience the divine synergy or amalgamation. It was Shiv who had to go to Parvati to experience that Ardhanarishwar experience, that dropping bomb experience, divine feminine and masculine. So he always kept women on a very high pedestal, and he said that what a mother can do, no one can. Maybe we underestimate the power, but a mother has so much power, and a mother doesn't only mean someone who has births from their womb. Any woman can experience that if she is conscious, if she's aware of the power she holds within. So that was his take on women, and I think that is why we talk about a lot of women empowerment here. And that doesn't mean that men are any less. Of course, you guys are very, very important. It's like a balance of everything. But yes, I mean, for the longest time, the voices have been so suppressed. He wanted to make sure that we are heard. That people know who we are and what we are here to do and what the power that is we hold. He said a society will crumble if a woman will not take care of the things that she does take care of. So yeah, that is what we stand for. That is what PSSM is all about. So thank you for sharing and
thank you so much.
getting me to
Thank
speak
you.
about this. Thank you so much, Kanchan.
Ma'am, just a quick question. When we charging our water, is it matter what size of pyramid we're using on the bottles or glasses?
Sorry, can you please pardon the
So
last
when we
part?
charging our waters, like in the overnight, or doesn't matter the size of your pyramid? Is it should be bigger enough, or you can have a tiny pyramid and can be charged?
In a matter of saying yes, a size of a pyramid would matter, a size of anything would matter, but in general, no. It is about the frequency and the energy that one thing can radiate to the whole part of it. If you're charging a bottle or if you're charging a glass of water with a pyramid, I think it doesn't matter how small or big it is. It is your intention that will work with that pyramid to work the energy. Pyramid will work any which ways. But yes, like if you're charging like a whole, I have placed a pyramid on my aquaguard, for that matter. Or in my in-laws' place, every water instrument, like if there is a pot, which if you here in India use matkas, right? So on the matka there is a pyramid, on the aquaguard there is a pyramid. So it depends on where you're keeping the pyramid. So I have placed the pyramid on the aquaguard permanently. A lot of people do that. So yeah, I mean, if you're charging for just one night, a particular bottle or glass, it doesn't really matter what size it is.
And also, like, the crystals which we charge them under moonlight and we put them outside. But do we need to do something with pyramids to clean the energy?
Of course, you can do the same. So any esoteric tool should and can be cleansed and charged under the moonlight. Moon is very, very primitive energy. It is very amazing. Violin crystal can be put in through the sunlight as well, barring few, because it will get discolored over time if you're putting it too much in the sun. But yeah, I mean, if you're taking care, you can definitely do that for a
So
full moon.
putting
and
overnight, maybe, in a full moon night, just put your old
Yes.
crystals and pyramids outside.
So how you place it is that, for example, tomorrow is full moon at a particular time. So today, before that time or exactly at that time. So for example, if let's say the full moon is tomorrow, 3 p.m. in the afternoon for India. So today, maybe at 12 p.m., I will keep that pyramid or whatever out, my crystals I'll put out. And I will take them not the next day, but after the full moon is done. So maybe it is the full moon is on 1st October. I will not pick up those crystals then. I will pick my crystals on 2nd October, maybe at say around 10 a.m. I will get them out of that place.
So full moon night, you just want to be
Yeah,
stable.
like, it goes through a cycle of being in the sun, being in the moon, and then you take that thing off.
Just last question, promise. So when we put the caps on, so I find sometimes they're very fit and then straight. Yes. Sometimes they go in a different shapes, like angles. So does it matter when you're in a head, to make the caps, make sure it's straight, so the energy coming from the top is just spread accordingly? Or if they, when you're meditating, it just goes sometimes maybe loose on you, it just move a little bit. It's important to be straight.
For pyramid hats, usually a very light material has been used, because pyramid caps need to stay in a place. So I won't say styrofoam, but there is a material like very cardboardish, which is very sturdy, which is used for, even some people use plastic caps, but Pari completely is against. I won't say she's against or for something, but she would suggest against using a plastic cap, and I completely resonate with it. Reason being, anything plastic has a lot of positive ions, and we are looking at the negative ions. We are already, our body is releasing a lot of positive ions, so we need to balance it with negative ions also. But plastic pyramids will release a lot of positive ions. So we usually suggest to either use a metal material, which is copper, bronze, or the thing is, material is our last concern. But on our head, I think something which is very light, which doesn't really move, because it is very normal for a person to have a lot of body movement. Sometimes if they're meditating, their body might go here and there. It differs from person to person. Someone might sit very still, nothing will happen. Someone might feel a lot of movement happening in their body. Their body would be moving forward and backward. A lot of vibration is happening. So yeah, I mean, the lighter the material, it will be best, I guess.
So it doesn't matter, like if it moves on your head, it's still doing the same work.
Yes, it is, of course.
Okay. Yeah, that's
but
all
yeah,
for me.
See the apex of the pyramid, if it is straight, of course, the cosmic energy will directly go there. That is why we suggest to get a lighter material on head. Or then otherwise, you have to be very conscious of, what is happening. So if you're not able to keep a cap on your head, you can also keep it on your lap. It doesn't matter that a pyramid has to be on your head only. We are visual masters. You can always visualize before sitting into meditation. Obviously, during meditation, we are not doing all of that. Before sitting into meditation, visualize a huge pyramid over your head, and then sit in meditation, thinking that all the pyramid energy will come. You can visualize a particular pyramid that you have visited before, that it is over your head or you're sitting under it, and I think that gives a huge difference. Again, if Pari and I were together here, we would just say one thing, that you are a walking, talking esoteric tool yourself. So all the additional tools are just a tool. You are very important. If you can visualize it, it will happen.
Yeah, I do that sometimes because I don't have a cap, but I do sometimes visualize. There's a virtual cap on me. No, thank you.
Great. Thank you, Namita.
Yeah, ma'am, I think we can close off the session. Thank you so much.